This patch of grass here on the top left was a nightmare to grind in. Just look at it. There's 4 single patches of grass. Just walking around in there trying to find a wild Pokemon was impossible. Like, to do efficiently. But, as you can see here, I trained up my team to level 20, which should be enough to face the next challenge, which will be our next rival battle, and Route 24 and 25. So, oh yeah, by the way, in that empty spot between the flowers there, I found a rare candy. I was there in the original games. They left it in. Very nice of them. But yeah, as I said, my team is level 20, as you see here. And I forgot to mention, Ampere learned Thunder Punch, which is a very, very welcome upgrade to the kinda weak Thunder Shock. So, without further ado, after mentioning that, let's go and get ambushed by Joe, our rival. Yo, what kind of greeting is that? I'm not struggling. I got here in no time. I'm only, what, in episode 7 right now? And yeah, whatever. Let me see what you caught. Oh, you will see them, believe me. Believe you me, I will show you what I caught. And you're not gonna like it. So, what's your first Pokemon gonna be? It's a Golbat. Okay, decent enough, but it's level 18, so it's an illegal evolution. You lose by default. Disqualified. But yeah, let's just Thunder Punch it all the way back to San Francisco. And, oh, it survived. So you are gonna use Screech, but you're gonna miss because you are a failure. So, say goodbye to a little Golbat. Smart and strong Pokemon, huh? Somehow I don't believe that. Okay, is that enough for a level up? No, it's not. Oh, and he's got an Abra. It's not gonna do much, I believe, because Abra naturally only learns Teleport. And it's useless in trainer battles, so even though I don't have a Dark Attack yet, I'm just gonna whittle it down. Yeah, there you go, Teleport. So, this Abra is a sign of things to come, basically. So this is telling me he's gonna get an Alakazam, which will prove trouble in the future, but for now, it's just a weak Abra. It's got no attacks, I would imagine. It's a freebie. It's just a freebie. So, yeah, whatever, this Smog. I was trying to poison it to get the battle over with sooner, but obviously that didn't work. So I'll just Ember it down. One more Ember should do the trick. And then he's only got a starter left, the Smoochum, and a new Pokemon. Let's find out what it is. It's a Snubbull! So, in later generations, Snubbull became a Fairy type, but in this version it's still a bland normal type, which I think learns some biting moves, can intimidate, which is annoying, but it's not a threat at all if I remember correctly. So, let's chop! And 2 hits should do... Oh no, it's one attack. It's 1 hit. 1 Karate Chop was enough. Thanks, critical. Thanks, Pilkington. You did well. Now it's time for the Smoochum. So I will switch back to Eris, because as we learned earlier, Smoochum is Ice Psychic and can't basically touch Eris. It can use Ice Punch, which is a fairly strong move, but Eris resists it quite well. Actually, that's not that good, because it did 18 damage. If it gets a critical, that would be a knockout, which wouldn't be good, obviously. So I'm half considering switching, but I have nothing that can resist ice. I should keep that in mind for the future. Let's just Ember it again. And after that Ember, I need to switch. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Well, there goes my favorite Pokemon. I was just mentioning it earlier. It might critical. And so it did. Eris. RIP. Okay. Let's just knock out the Smoochum. It doesn't have a strong defense, so I hope one Mud Shot will do the trick. Let's see. It's not enough. But its speed was lowered. It's got a berry, I don't care. Man, this really blows. Oh shit, okay. It has a lowered speed. 1 Ice Punch will knock me out. Go, Ampere. Oh my god, this isn't going as I planned. Not at all. Okay, please don't freeze. Please don't freeze. Oh my god! What is the Smoochum on? What kind of drugs is the Smoochum on? Okay, I have to hope to God that this Mudshot will knock it out, or otherwise I'm completely boned. Oh my god. No, it didn't. Okay. RNG, please be kind to me. Please, RNG. No. No, this didn't happen. This didn't happen. I can't believe a Smoochum is knocking out half of my team. This is pure madness. At least he didn't have an item. But now I'm really in a bind. You shut up right now. You shut up right now, you son of a biscuit. You killed half of my team. And you went to... I don't care. Shut up. Go away. Leave me alone. Let me mourn my 3 deaths. And what is it now? Oh, yeah, right. Okay, now you're just rubbing it in. You're officially an asshole. And what is a fame checker anyway? Wow. This was the heel turn of the century. This was a bigger heel turn than Seth Rollins when he chair shot the Shield in the back. I can't even remember if it was Ambrose or Reigns, but I don't care. You don't care. Whatever. This will require some serious planning. Oh, shit. Okay, let me do a burial on screen. And... oh my god. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect the Smoochum to knock out 3 of my team members. And you know, before starting the episode, I actually considered, maybe I should grind up 1 or 2 more levels. Level 20 is good, but I'm not confident with that. Well, guess what? Karma and hubris came back to haunt me. So yeah, that's it for Murphy. So, goodbye. You were a useful team member. You shall be missed. Eris. Houndour is one of my favorite Pokémon. You were a valued member of the team as well. You proved very useful. You would have been useful very early on. Like in the very near future. It wasn't meant to be. Goodbye. And finally, Ampere, my beloved starter. It was a pleasure fighting alongside you, but now it's time to say goodbye. Ampere was released. Bye-bye. Okay. See you in a bit after I grind everybody up to level 21, because 20 apparently isn't enough. Grinding in this little area here in the top left is still a pain in the neck. Anyways, I've calmed down. I've decided on a new team, and here it is. So the 3 newcomers are Juice, the Combusken, which has Ember, useful fire move, double kick, even better fighting move. Let me rearrange that actually. Peck goes here. Okay. Then next we have Harley, the Electric, with just a generic electric moveset, but it'll do for the time being. And we have Hardhat, the Geodude, because I realized my team is a bit weak on the defensive side, so you can't get much more defensive than a Geodude. And with that said, let's go and tackle the next roadblock on the way, Nugget Bridge, an area which gets hyped up quite often, but I never really understood why. Because it's just... yeah, there you said it, it's the Nugget Bridge. Think you got what it takes. I don't know, I'm not too confident after the last battle. But yeah, as I said, Nugget Bridge, everybody hypes up really. It got even repeated in Pokemon Sun and Moon for some reason. But it's just a gauntlet of 5 generic trainers really. They're completely unremarkable. They're just there, and at the end there's like a Team Rocket member, but we'll get to that later. And yeah, as the name suggests, at the end you get a nugget. Hooray, good. Now move on. But yeah, I never really understood the appeal. So, yeah, Harley here. Electric move is Spark, which is not as good as Thunder Punch from Ampere. I'm still sad, by the way, and annoyed, but that... I guess that shows me I shouldn't underestimate any trainers going forward. Because I know that Smoochum is fairly weak in the original games, I've used one myself. But yeah, this hack increased the stats of Smoochum, and the other 2, like Magby and Elekid as well. So I really should have considered that. but hindsight sees 2020, so let's leave that in the past and just move on with our lives. Here we have a Pineco. I hope I can kill it early because I think at this level it already has self-destruct. Actually, yeah, sending out juice wouldn't be the best idea right now. So let me fix that, get Hard Hat in there. And speaking of self-destruct, Hard Hat tried to learn it itself. But obviously I decided against it because a suicidal move like self-destruct, not really the best thing you could use on a Nuzlocke. And in general either, because I only play Pokemon for the single player, I never bother with the multiplayer. And I know that in the multiplayer, Explosion is a really good move. But yeah, as I said, I only play single player, so I don't really care about those self-destructing moves. Okay, that's one generic trainer down. Let's move on to the next generic one, which is Alas. Oh yeah, also, I realized that Pilkington here is kind of irrelevant now to the team, or redundant rather, because Juice knows Double Kick and has the fighting type too. So, depending on the catches I get on the next two routes, if any, I will replace Pilkington probably. But that's in the future. For now, let's just get rid of the bridge. And while this is going on, I would like to share one or two stories that I had the last few days. So, earlier, like the other day, I went grocery shopping, nothing special. But while I was walking around the shop, in the distance, I could hear someone whistling. Which, fair enough, a coworker was a clerk was organizing the shelves, whistling a song to himself to keep himself entertained, okay. But it sounded familiar, but I couldn't really place the tune. So, eventually, I walked past him because he had an item on the shelf that he was reorganizing that I wanted, and then it dawned on me. He was whistling Winter Wonderland. Like, you know, walking around, singing a song, yeah, that kind of song. And I was like, okay, that's a weird choice for a song, but okay. And then I was just thinking to myself, wait, this guy is singing Winter Wonderland in the middle of July, I mean. And by the way, we have the hottest summer in here since, I don't know since when. So this is a really, really weird choice of a song to be whistling. But at least he was good at it. Like, he was a good wrestler. I don't know, kind of weird. And speaking of that, just earlier today I went to a shop, like to an off-license, like a liquor store, to buy a beer, because it's Thursday night, I have the day off tomorrow, and why not? And in the fridge there, I look at a few bottles, decide what to buy, when I see a Christmas red ale, like a Christmas spiced red ale with like cinnamon and shit in it. So I'm just thinking to myself, did I miss something? Did I like sleep for the past 4 months? Or is it just a weird phase here? Is it like ironic that everybody's in a winter mood? But that aside, I did buy the beer, I did buy the red Christmas ale, it was nice. But I don't know, it's July, the middle of July, it's hot as hell out there. It's really weird, really bizarre. But anyway, we're just breezing through the trainers here. Youngster Timmy was number 3, completely unremarkable. He had an Ipom, which is probably my favorite Pokemon, which I've never used. And yeah, Colonel here still only has Razor Leaf, which will probably stay its main attacking move for the rest of the run, really. I think it can learn Petal Dance, which I'm not a fan of because it locks the user in. I believe you can't even switch out or use an item while it's using it, which is really not handy in a Nuzlocke. And it leaves it confused after a while too, which is also a handicap. And it can also learn Solar Beam, which I've never liked, because you have two choices. Either you just wait a turn and attack in the second turn with Solar Beam, which is never good because you leave yourself wide open. Or you could use Sunny Day, because then Solar Beam will activate immediately. Problem is, if you want to use this combo, your team kind of needs to be catered to that strategy. And looking at my team, I have one Pokemon which can benefit from it, and one which could indirectly benefit from it in the distant future. So I think I will pass up on both, and I will just leave it with Razor Leaf. And to be honest, chances are I'm not even keeping it on the team for very long, because quite frankly I don't like Sunflora. And while Colonel has been useful so far, I don't think it'll be in the future. Because Razor Leaf is fairly weak if it doesn't critical, and it's just not good enough for the rest, or for the later game. That aside, we have a battle coming up in which I'm pretty sure Colonel will get a lot of use, but we will see that later, obviously. For now, we have like the final boss of the Nugget Bridge, which, I don't know, you can't really call him a boss. More like a... yeah, he'll stomp me, alright? Although, no, I shouldn't be cocky like that. I lost 3 team members just now. Oh, and he has an Eevee, which, fun fact, is the favorite Pokemon of my mom. Although she never was a fan of the series and ever played the games. She always looked up over... She used to look over my shoulder while playing the games or watching the anime, but that's about her connection with the series. But she thinks it's cute. I agree, I like Eevee. My favorite evolution of Eevee probably has to be Glaceon, which isn't in that game. But I used Glaceon in Platinum once in a Nuzlocke, and carried it all the way until the end. And it was a very, very useful team member to have. And here we go, Eevee Trainer is down, which sets aside the Nugget Bridge. Hooray! Too much, yeah, you shouldn't have been that confident at the beginning. But as you remember, I said earlier you would get a Nugget at the end of this bridge as a prize. But this trainer isn't giving me anything, and that's because we have another one coming up on top of the bridge there. We will get to him in 2 seconds, but let me just heal up my Pokemon first. Because although I'm not really weakened, here, Pilkington has the most damage with 8, but I don't really want to leave anything up to luck anymore. Not after that last rival battle. That was something else, really. Like, it's the 3rd rival battle in the game. And I wouldn't have expected it to be that difficult. I even matched him on levels. But I guess his starter is just stronger in this game compared to the originals. But that aside, let's face our final challenge here on Nugget Bridge. Congratulations! Well, thank you, random old man. Not old, but... okay, here's our Nugget from... oh, the mystery trainer. Haha! Don't make it obvious or anything. Yeah, here. He's asking us to join Team Rocket. Which, when I was a little bab and played the original Pokémon Red, this was really a big deal because I just saw that screenshot in a guide to say, oh, would you like to join Team Rocket? And I was considering, oh my god, this game lets you join Team Rocket? This game lets you join the evil side? You can become a villain? Hell yeah, I want to do that. Because my sister was a big fan of Jesse and James from the anime, and so by default, I liked them as well. And so I was really loving that idea to become a member of Team Rocket for some reason. Like nowadays, I think it's kind of ridiculous. Oh, you want to Team Rocket because you're evil. Oh, you're so bad. You're such a badass. But earlier it was the shit. And I was so disappointed when I learned that that you have to say no, that you can't agree to join. I was disappointed, but I moved on with my life. I got over it. And I understood that, whatever. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. I just understood whatever. But, oh, here we have... where is it? Seviper. Seviper is one of my favorite poison types. And because it's really... I like its design. It's a vicious-looking mean snake. And it has a pointy tail. No, really, I like Seviper. It's fairly strong. A bit weak on the defensive side, but it's got good attacking stats. It has a diverse move pool. It works. And that's it. Mr. Team Rocket here goes down. And yeah, he just has to throw some shade. He'll think of the opportunity. No thank you. I'm probably just gonna end up as a low-level grunt with like a Zubat and a Puccina or some shit like that. I don't want that. Instead, I want whatever this route has to offer. Which is... oh, what are we gonna get? Tailo. Tailo. I was really looking forward to the catch on this route. Like, thinking, oh, this has the potential of being a good catch, maybe. And it's just a bird. It's just a generic bird. I've used Tailo and its evolution, Swellow, loads of times. It was never outstanding. It was decent, but never really a top member of the team. I ditched it before the league quite often, and well, it's another addition to the team, I guess. It could be useful as a backup, but I don't really want to use a Talo. Okay, so let's see if we can catch it here. Okay, good, no critical, and paralyzed. So I don't get any more damage, very good. Let's show the Pokeball. And will we get it? Will we get it? 1, 2, 3. Huzzah! We got it. And finally, I don't even have to think of a nickname, because I have a generic nickname I always take for the generic bird Pokemon, which is gonna be a reference to Shining Force. It is Ba. Yeah, that's it, just Ba. No. Roy. Belbaroy is like a Birdman in the Shining Force games, which are strategy RPGs. Kinda underrated, and if you're a fan of the genre, just check it out, it's really fun. Anyways, here we have another generic old man. It seems to be a trend in this run. And he gives you a Cyndaquil. And oh, I didn't consider that. I have to think of another name. What am I gonna call the Cyndaquil? It's kind of a hedgehog, but not really. I will just call it after the first thing that came to mind, which is not like related to the Pokemon at all, but I'm gonna call it NyQuil. I don't know why. It's fun. Yep, take good care of it, I sure will. Thanks, random dude. And now there's another patch of grass here, and this is a completely new route. And I hope I can reach it without getting into this trainer battle, because I'm kind of running close. Like, I'm kind of not running out of time here, but I'm getting close to the 20 minutes. I think I'm actually over 20 minutes already, which 20 minutes is like a mandatory or generic. Really, another Talo? No. Get out of here. No, don't open the bag. Just run. You can't escape. Oh no. Oh no. No. Okay, good. Whew. That was scary. Remind me to not lead with my slowest Pokemon again. Here, Harley, you should resist an attack and be able to flee, right? Man, this episode is full of risks, isn't it? Full of action. Okay, thank you. Yeah, as I was saying, I'm trying to keep my episodes close to 20 minutes. And I'm already over the time, yeah, I realized that. But I'm sure we can go a bit over. Doesn't really matter that much. Oh, here's a Pecha Berry. Pecha Berries heal poison. Very good to have. Okay, now we have our second encounter, which... Oh my god, it's Ralts. Awesome. Love me some Ralts. Okay, I have to be careful, because I think at this level it knows Teleport. Which wouldn't be good, because if it uses Teleport successfully and runs away, I wouldn't be able... Like, I would basically lose my catch on this route. So I'm just gonna throw a ball immediately and hope for the best. Come on. Yes. 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 Yes! Awesome! Oh, this is perfect. I love Ralts. One of my favorite Gen 3 Pokemon, and especially its evolutions. It's highly attuned to the emotions of people in Pokemon. It probably realized that I'm kind of down at the moment after losing 3 team members. So it just came to me and decided, hey, this guy needs some cheering up. I'm gonna join his team. Or, her team, because I'm playing a female character. Whatever. And I will name it Oracle. Because it's kind of mythological. It works. It's a psychic Pokemon with a weird kind of thing in its Pokedex. Yeah, it's cool. I like Ralts. Okay, let me just scurry back to the Pokemon Center, check out our new acquisitions, and after that, I will call it an episode. So, let's see what they got. As we slowly trudge our way to the PC, because we can't run indoors. It makes sense, it's realistic, but it's a game, so it shouldn't be realistic. Okay, we have NyQuil. Cyndaquil is level 15, so if I ever decide to... Oh no, maybe not. It's Adamant, which lowers its special attack. Not good. And Oracle here... Wait. Okay. That was weird. Okay, it's Lax. I don't know what it does. Yeah, as you see here, it has Teleport, and if it had used that, it would have like, ran away from the battle, and I wouldn't have been able to catch it, obviously. And I would have lost my catch on that route. After losing 3 team members even, is not ideal at all. Okay, so this is it for this episode. I'll probably rearrange my team again a bit, because I would like to include Oracle, and replace Pilkington as well if I can help it. But that's a story for a different day. In the meantime, I will not go to the options, but I will save, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.